Assalamu alaikum, dear students. This is another video on parts of speech. So let's start with prepositions. Definition: the word used before noun and pronoun to show a relation between other words in sentence is called preposition. Examples are: there is a cow in the field, there he is fond of tea, I go to university daily. So it relates one noun to another noun. Common prepositions are on, about, above, across, after, in, against, over, during, without, out, into, from, except, in front of, under, like, for, upon, between. These are very familiar and common prepositions you have been encountering since your childhood. But actually, when we encounter any blanks in your examination and you're asked to put a proper preposition in the blank, you get confused and dizzy. This is one of the most confusing part of speech. Classifications of prepositions. Simple prepositions. These include the following: at, by, in, on, of, out, through, till, to, up, with, from, of, etc. And compound prepositions are composed of two words instead of, according to, because of, in addition. Prepositions with noun, adjective, and verbs. Nouns and prepositions. He fears of flying made travel difficult. His fear of flying. Adjectives and prepositions. Ali is afraid of bats. Afraid is adjective and it follows a preposition. Verb and preposition. I live in. Live plus in. Preposition phrase as a noun. It is possible for a preposition phrase to act as a noun. For example, during a church service is not a good time to discuss picnic plans. Now you will be surprised that during a church service is actually a prepositional phrase, but it is placed at the place of a noun or a subject. So dear students, we have already discussed that subject is not the doer of an action, but actually this is the that part of a sentence that comes before a verb and about which some information is given. So but this is a seldom appropriate in formal academic writing. So this is an informal sentence. In academic writing, we do not allow a prepositional phrase to be placed at the place of a subject or a noun. Idiomatic expressions with prepositions. You have been going through all these prepositional and idiomatic phrases in your second year as a question. Agree to a proposal with a person on a price in picnic. Argue about a matter with a person for a preposition. Live at an address, in house, on a street with other people. Correspond to a thing with a person. Differ from, unlike things with a person. It means you cannot understand what I am sharing with you, what type of information I want to share with you. It is agree to, agree with, agree on, agree in. Agree to a proposal, agree with a person, agree on a price, agree in principle. Argue about a matter, argue with a person, you argue for a preposition. You live at an address, you live in a house, you live on a street, you live with other people. Correspond to a thing and correspond with a person. Differ from an unlike thing and differ with a person. You differ from a thing and you differ with a person. So you have to memorize all these idiomatic expressions. Preposition in parallel form. When two words are used in parallel and require the same preposition to be idiomatically correct, the preposition does not have to be used twice. You can wear that outfit in winter and summer. These are two parallel structures, in summer and in winter. But when you conjoin them, when you put them together, you will use one preposition. When the idiomatic use of phrase calls for different prepositions, we must be careful not to omit one. In first sentence, it was unnecessary to use in for the second time with winter, but in the second example, it is very important to use a preposition in the second slot too, because two different prepositions are needed. The child were interested in and disgusted by the movie. And he was interested in something and he was disgusted by something else. Now this is the another part of speech, that is conjunction. Conjunctions are the words which join two phrases, clauses or sentences. For example, Tarzan and Jane, Tom or Jerry. These were conjunctions. Prepositions join two nouns and conjunctions join two phrases, clauses or sentences. Types of conjunction. Coordinate conjunctions. Coordinate conjunctions is to join words, phrases and clauses together which are usually grammatically equal. For example, pizza and burger are my favorite snacks. I wanted to buy a car but I had no money. Both structures are the same. And subordinate conjunctions are those that introduce subordinate clause and join them to main clause. She cannot come back because she is ill. The patient had died before the doctor came. Now, there is cause and relationship between two clauses. She cannot come. Why? Because she is ill. The patient had died when? Before the doctor came. This is another a part of speech, that is interjection. Interjections are the words that express strong feelings or emotions which are not grammatically related to the rest of the sentence. They are a separate part of a sentence. Oh, ouch, stop, wow. Interjections, they can show happiness, hurrah, sorrow, alas, anger, grrr, surprise, aha, or other emotions. Very important thing about interjections are they use an exclamation mark if the emotion is strong. Wow, I won the lottery. Look, after wow, we have placed an exclamation mark. Use a comma if the emotion is not strong. Wow, I have a peanut and jelly sandwich for lunch. For expressing strong emotions, you will use exclamation mark, and for milder type of emotions, you will use a comma. Common interjections: ouch, oops, lot, shit, oh, hurrah, wow, ah, alas, oh. Other interjections: aha, surprise and satisfaction, alas, sorrow, hurrah, excitement, oops, when you commit some mistake, ouch, exclamation of pain. Important thing is express rightest feeling may be at the end of the beginning of a sentence followed by an exclamation mark placed between commas, used for mostly in informal writings. So that's for all for the rest of the part of speech.